Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. We are back. We are going to be playing some MLB The Show today. We'll be starting here in just a few minutes. Hey Tom, how is the face that runs the place? I'm alright. Just got home here a little bit ago. So. Been a long couple days.
Thanks for joining us. Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Atlanta Braves. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John. Sal Frelick getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. This one in the air. Olsen has a beat on it. He's got it. And there's one away.
Oh, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Monasterio in the box now. Takes strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play.
Yeah.
May see some movement over there at first base.
I know.
Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Popped up, Olsen. And there are 2 outs.
I can't. It makes no sense.
Now, you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout?
No, I'm not that cruel, but someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
Yelich in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That's to third. Riley zips it across. Yelich is out. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's
I hear you
so
on
far.
that.
Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
I had it on earlier for a little bit.
Peralta back to work. And a base hit into right center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through.
Acuna runs. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
You know, nights like this, when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home.
That one laced to center and a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead. Matt Olson up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone.
Into the chop house.
With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a...
Yep.
The pitcher on here, Abner Uribe. Here comes Austin Riley. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Contreras pulls that one down.
So Nick sent me a nice message on Amu.
Michael Harris the second.
About one of the things I wrote on .com.
So,
it's nice.
On both sides, it's such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified.
1-1.
That one not close. 1-1. Action in the pen down there. Jared Koenig appears to be getting loose. Ashby getting loose as well. Ground ball right side. Play is made. 2 out.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Mitchell makes the catch. That new inning getting started. This is Bryce Terang. And there's a strike.
0-1. Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
The lefty fires. Swing and a miss. Sale picks up the strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Contreras stands in now and watches strike one. Pulls that one foul.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Hoskins in the box now, no balls and a strike. Just off the inside edge.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly.
Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Jarrett Koenig. Here's Sean Murphy. Shot back to the mound, and he gloves it. Throws to first in time. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh. Here's Jared Kelnick. Short hop liner, handled it short. Throw to first.
Tom, did you watch the Beat WrestleMania 9 biography yet?
Two down, base is empty.
Didn't. I recommend it. It's really good.
Out to short. The throw to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in Atlanta, now here is Jackson Chourio. And this lineup is still hitless as we begin the eighth. That clips a corner.
I didn't even realize I had a no-hitter going.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. That one at the knees for a strike. Base is empty, one away here in the late stages of game one. Outside low, and the count even 1-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for
yeah, I haven't yet. I was going to start working on my rosters, but everything that's going on, I didn't start yet. I'll start maybe tomorrow or next week.
And now it's even 1-1. Two down, nobody on. Here in game one of the NLCS.
Because I'm kind of weird about my rosters. I like everybody like being at least 60 overall.
And a ground ball to first. Olsen
and
takes it to the bag. And Milwaukee is
all my relief pitchers, they got to have stamina of at least 30. I'm weird.
Aaron Ashby.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Fires over to Hoskins. Leadoff man is out here.
My nephew always tells me to use the Operation Sports. The only reason I don't usually use them is Unless they finally fixed it. In the past, while the rosters are up to date, it drives me crazy when you're using a player and they come up and they're like, now batting number 45, because they didn't do the audio. They got the player, but they never did the audio.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty.
Do they? Well, maybe I'll give it a shot then.
Could be trouble. Around first and hustling for
that was always my pet peeve, is that it drives me crazy, or you bring a pitcher in and it's like number 42 is pitching.
Good piece of hitting going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority. But it's a pretty easy hit if you want it.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Out to short, Monasterio. To first, save.
Wow.
And runners at the corners after the infield single.
All right.
And next for Atlanta, Michael Harris.
Riley's not known for his blazing speed, but he's able to beat that one out.
To short,
not that it matters.
Squeezes it, and that is that. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the right fielder, Sal Freeland. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
3 outs from a no-hitter. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
1 out, base is empty. The changeup missing. 2-2.
It's going to be a long series, but you can't ask for a better start for this home side. Their bullpen's getting rest at the right time, and they've got the lead. Performances like this can help you win a few games, not just one.
A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boyd. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
They're down to their final strike.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment.
Swing and a miss. He's done it. It's a no-hitter.
Congratulations to him. He was dominant all game long. Got some really nice play behind him defensively. It seemed like everyone was on board, pulling for him to finish the no-hitter, but most importantly, get the W for the team.
So the Atlanta Braves notch the first win in this league championship
series. That should be like 5
game 1.
That's a big step, but there's still plenty of work to do. They're going to need strong pitching in game 2 to keep this thing going, but this is a big boost to get off on the right foot for sure.
And on the other side, you could argue the next game becomes almost a must-win situation.
Yeah, the last thing these guys want to do is go down 2-0 right off the bat. Not impossible to bounce back from that. But
I have.
Man,
I'm all caught up on Daredevil.
Situation to find yourself.
I'm losing. All right. Yeah, I'm all caught up on Daredevil.
Here's Matt Olson down. 0 for 2 in this one.
Yeah, it was.
Swing and a high fly ball left.
I'm looking forward to next week, the finale.
To the warning track, makes the catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Fouled off. He was late.
Because they did confirm a Marvel character not seen yet in this season of Daredevil will be on there.
Back up the middle. Over to Terrain. One to first now.
So I don't know.
Great effort there.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the
Personally, I think it's going to be Jessica Jones.
Work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
But we'll see.
Swinging a foul out of play.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark.
It's not going to be Spider-Man. Everybody thinks it's going to be Spider-Man. I don't see Spider-Man. I could see...
This has been a treat to watch.
Jessica Jones would make sense. I don't think it's going to be Iron Fist or Luke Cage.
Strike on the outside edge.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider.
Just because they've had the Swordsman on there, I could see it being the girl Hawkeye.
Just a tough pitch to hit, and
Kate,
not an easy
Kate
one to
Bishop.
Makes the play.
It's not going to be Spider-Man.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in, Joseph Ortiz.
But we'll see.
Strider
I could see Miss Marvel, too, just because they had her dad on there.
Fastball is outside.
But again, I doubt that one. I doubt any movie characters appearing.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
He's dealing with a
Be
great
cool,
two-strike
but I
hitter
doubt
right
it.
here. The strikeout is not automatic.
She-Hulk would make sense. I know they are, but I don't see that. I see that being
That's
too
a curveball that
complicated.
I'm sure he wants back at the plate. Two strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it. He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
On the ground, right side. Albies sends it to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Now, if they count the Punisher as a surprise, that's fucked up. Because, like,
just missed.
Everybody already knows the Punisher is
Here in the late stages of
going to be on it. Like, they've already shown. Yeah. They already showed him once the season. The pictures have been out there for months of him and Daredevil fighting together. So he should not be counted as the one that's going to aid Daredevil. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's a foul ball.
I'm thinking Jessica Jones, and then next season is when Iron Fist and Luke Cage will show up.
Mitchell gets under it, hauls it in, and there's one away. So here's Murphy now. Yeah, that's fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. In the air, right field. Frelick has a beat on it. Makes the grab for the second out. Here's Jared Kelnick.
But Marvel definitely made the right call in rebooting the show. And what I mean by that is whatever their original vision was for this, scrapping it all and realizing that, no, let's go back and get the Netflix actors and bring them back.
Holding on to a 1-run lead.
That was the smart play.
Hit hard, base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that.
So digging in, Nick Allen.
Yep.
Late swing, fouled off.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Now, the other thing they need to figure out how to incorporate is they got to bring Quake in. You know, because everybody keeps saying that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is not canon, even though when Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. first was definitely listed as canon. Like, the first couple seasons were directly tied to the movies.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Mitchell really on his horse for it. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it
The last
down.
couple seasons, things got a little wonky, for sure, but
The stop sign even with 2 away.
they can
And here comes Ronald
figure it out.
Acuna Jr. in a huge spot. 1 for 3. puts it in the air out towards left center. Drops into the glove, and that ends the inning. We go to the 8th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Andrew Monasterio. And there's a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
I feel like some of it, too, though, is the fact that they made no moves in the offseason. That's kind of like demoralizing.
In the air out towards right center. Harris hauls it in, and there's 2 away. This is Bryce Terang.
Yep.
Foul ball. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. And Acuna able to make the grab. And we're back. Down the number 2 hitter, Marcell Ozuna. Can't glove it cleanly.
Oh, run. Yes, safe. All right.
And they can't get the out.
Pretty much gifted a leadoff base runner.
Yeah, we're going to finish on.
As an offense, this is where you really want to take advantage. Apply some pressure this inning. Make that error hurt.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. 0 for 3.
Yeah, I did too.
Over to first, and he saved.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Swing and a high fly ball. Well struck. That's back there. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. Austin Riley at the plate.
My question is, what are they going to do next year, too, at manager? Because Snicker said he's retiring, finally. I feel like he's saying that because he knows he might get fired, so he's trying to avoid getting fired.
Fought off foul.
But it's time for a change. Just who do they get?
Is 90 feet away.
Do you go outside the organization or do you promote within?
On the ground to short, boots it. Still able to fire over, and they get it.
I didn't want to risk it.
A bit messy, but they clean things up for the out.
Should have come home.
Michael Harris the second. Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He makes
Doesn't
the
matter.
throw, but it's not in time. And he reaches safely.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. There goes the runner. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
There we go. Murphy at a home run, too, or?
Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's got it. And
when I had it on earlier, they were talking about Tampa Bay. The one guy got on base.
William Contreras.
And they had mentioned that the Braves were second to worst in the league in base running, like throwing out base runners.
Pitch efficiency.
And the guys tried to steal, and he got thrown out by Murphy. And that's what I told my dad. I'm like, what they fail to mention is that Murphy was injured
this efficient.
These were brave announcers. I'm like, Murphy's one of the better catchers in the game as far as that. Him and Ramita are good at throwing out base runners. I said, they were all running on Baldwin. I said, Baldwin's a rookie. He can't throw guys out. That's why they were all running on him.
Not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there. Hoskins pushes a foul.
I'd send Baldwin down, personally.
Stages of game 2.
Dude ain't hitting. He's just sitting on the bench now. He ain't hitting when he gets to play. Send him down. He ain't ready. It's like Nacho Alvarez wasn't ready.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
So I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count. But sometimes you just get fooled, and you got to tip your cap.
Chourio stands in now and watches strike 1. And that's too high. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 2 of the NLCS. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Nothing to it. Back here in Atlanta, here's Sean Murphy.
We're going to get the bullpen up. Full barrel action.
Late swing fouled off.
We're going to Dylan Lee in the 10th if the score remains tied.
The other way.
However, if I obviously score a run, it's game over.
And they get the leadoff man in the 9th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Jared Kelnick. Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
McGill checks the runner, and he's back in on a dive. Runner takes off. There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close.
That was a little risky.
Is now in scoring position.
I usually don't like to steal unless they're over 70 speed, but.
And that one almost got him.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
Line drive, that's a base hit.
Nope. Hold.
Throw comes in quickly, and the winning run at third now with only 1 gone. Here comes the manager out of the Abner Uribe takes over on the mound. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Chourio sizes this one up, squeezes it. Runner tagging from third. The winning run crosses the plate.
He didn't even try to throw home.
Walk it off in game 2.
I would have. You got to throw home.
So the Atlanta Braves are now in the driver's seat with a 2-0 lead in the series.
Yeah, and it'll be hard for them to not start thinking about the World Series, and maybe that's premature, but up 2-0 in a 7-game series, they got plenty of reasons to be confident.
Yeah, and for a team that's in a 2-0 hole, they've really got their work cut out for them as we head to a new venue for the next few games.
And I'm losing again. Every time I freaking take over, I'm losing.
Here's Austin Riley. 0 for 2 in this one. Now it's belted.
I got the lead.
Way out of here. Home run.
Woo! That was a shot.
He'll touch them all. And the Braves have the lead now. It's 2-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Albies up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Out to short. Slides for the stop. The throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
That's hard hit on the line. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Well, maybe that will end up getting him going.
Yeah, he really simplified there. Kept his shoulders square to the plate and wasn't trying to overswing. I think that's the key for him to have success through the rest of this series.
De La Cruz, the next to hit, takes ball one. That's ripped. Base hit. Murphy around second on his way to third. To third.
Oh, come on. He was safe.
So up next, Nick Allen.
Bullshit.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
And that's the third out. But 2. Lopez back to work. And that one fouled off.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
You know this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Popped up, Allen. And it's caught for the out. And now it's William Contreras. Right through there for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Gets the slider in there for a strike. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Anderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases, leading Oakland to a World Series championship. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Hoskins pushes it foul. And that's in for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos Beltran in 2004. 8 homers and 6 steals in 12 games with the Houston Astros.
That's strike 3 and the third out. We go to the top of the 7th, and now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. That one down the line. Fires over to Hoskins, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
In the air, foul off first. Hoskins pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. And now Matt Olson up to hit.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Pulls it in on the warning track. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today. Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of missed time swings, and it's been a challenge for these
fans Adds another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. And Acuna able to make the grab. 2 up, 2 down.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
He's got it, and that is that. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Trevor McGill.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Riley leading things off and takes a strike. This one lifted in the air, left field. Chorio makes the catch. 1 away. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Sean Murphy. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Yoel Payamps preparing to come on if needed. Hudson also getting ready. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Freeland pulls it down, and that is that. Back here at American Family Field, and now the right fielder, Sal Freeland.
Going to Dylan Lee.
The new pitcher in the game, Dylan Lee.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Very nice.
Swinging. And now 1 away.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
1-1. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side here. Back here in Milwaukee, new inning getting started. Now the left fielder, Brian De La Cruz. McGill back to work. On the ground, right side. Terang over to first in time. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Now in for the Braves, Nick Allen. 1 for 3. Smoked on the ground a second. Fires over to Hoskins. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. Running out of chances to pad the lead. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Everything came together for him. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate.
Runner takes off for third. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back. And that one is out of here. And they add to their lead. It's 4-1. So 2 away with nobody on. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Outside low. 1-0. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the late stages of Game 3. This one in the air. Hoskins moves under it. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning.
Boy.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom. So they turn to their closer, Raisel Iglesias.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
0-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Righty delivers. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now the catcher comes up to him. William Contreras. And there's the strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Check swing, called strike.
0-2.
Stays alive. The Braves leading by 3 here in Game 3 of the NLCS. Missed with a changeup, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it for the K. Now only 1 out remaining.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy.
Oh boy, that's not good.
First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish.
0 balls, 1 strike.
They're down to their final strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
This could end it.
Seems to be the curse this year.
Fights that
like
one away.
they're
The
jinxed.
count remains 0-2.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that'll do it. So the Atlanta Braves are now just 1 win away from the World Series.
Yeah, this thing has sweep written all over it. These guys are playing their best baseball of the season at the best possible time. Looking dominant here in the League Championship Series.
And for a team facing a sweep, chances to turn the series around are quickly running out. They're really playing against all odds now.
I swear if they got Chris Sale pitching and throwing another no-hitter, it's going to be wild. Nope, Schwellenbach. We got Schwellenbach throwing a no-hitter.
Next up for the Braves, 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Oh, I don't like things from Saginaw. Nope. That was where the devil was from. That's where I went when I came out to Michigan.
Settle on a consistent pitch.
Ground ball to the right side. Terang handles, throws to first, and Albies.
Yeah, that was the devil's town.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, these Brewers, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been
I think this is the first time I've used Schwell at back.
To this point.
That one is absolutely belted. Harris racing after
Well, there goes his no-hitter.
High bounce over the fence for an automatic double. Here's the catcher, William Contreras. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Go ahead, run and score.
I do like these unis, though.
Nobody out.
Well, here's a good
Schwelly's got a weird
opportunity
delivery.
Scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And down on strikes he goes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear.
Runner takes off. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. That just misses, and a count 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run at second base, but job's not done yet. Got to get that last out before you can exhale and get back into the dugout. It's kind of tough to do with this home crowd applying so much pressure.
Chourio swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And that's the inning. 7 innings complete. Top of the zone for a called strike. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Jarrett Koenig, the closer, is getting loose. McGill, the right-hander, also getting loose. Late swing, fouled off. That's outside, and that is ball 1.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Outside with a breaking ball. Hit on the ground to short. Fires over to Hoskins, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Late swing, foul to the left.
Yeah.
The wind of the pitch. And fouled off.
Swing, bada, bada, swing.
Swing,
Papa.
and he popped it up.
Papa.
Monasterio snags it for the second out. And next for Atlanta, Nick Allen. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. Here's Acuna now, 1 for 3.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Frelick has a beat on it. And that's the 3rd out. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Joseph Ortiz. New pitcher for the Braves, Dylan Lee. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Hard hit left side. Throw on to Olsen. One up, one down.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Mitchell swings through it for strike one.
What inning is it?
In there at the knees. 0-2 now.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside
Very nice,
fastball,
very nice.
so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Nice grab.
Hopefully Iglesias doesn't blow it.
Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers.
He hasn't been pitching real great this year.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. 2 outs. Lined into right. And Acuna able to make the grab. And that. Welcome back. And here comes the closer, Jared Koenig. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. That one lifted to left. Chorio under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away. And the batter now, Matt Olson. On the ground. And that's just foul. Olson looking to hit career homer number 300 in this game. Strike 2.
You know, 300 homers would be an amazing achievement for him. Fewer than 200 players have ever done it. Hit 300, you tied Chuck Klein. Hit 301, you tied Rogers Hornsby. I can't wait to see if he pulls it off.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. Back there. Off the batter's eye and gone.
Home run, Matt Olson.
Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
It's through for a hit. Man at first, and now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Monasterio. There's one. On to Hoskins. Double play. And some late inning drama here in the Homer gives them the lead. It's now 1-0. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. So Raisel Iglesias on to try and close it out. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Lifted in the air, right center field. Can't get there, base hit. No outs, runner at first. And now it'll be Christian Yelich. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. And that one missing low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That misses. And it's 2-1. With the winning run at the plate late here in game 4. Yelich set down on strikes. This is Bryce Terang. Swinging a foul out of play.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
In there, sets him down on strikes. Just 1 out remaining for the Brewers. And here is William Contreras. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
1 strike away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Trying to close out a 1-run lead here in game 4 of the National League Championship Series.
We're going to the World Series.
And the Atlanta Braves have done it. They're your National League champions.
Congratulations to the National League champions. This team clearly excited, and they deserve every bit of this moment. Enjoy it now, but get yourselves ready for the biggest series of your life.
So the Atlanta Braves get it done in the most emphatic way possible. They sweep their way into the World Series.
Yeah, after a performance like this, they've got their eyes on the title, Boog. I mean, they look unstoppable and just full of so much confidence.
And this was no ordinary opponent. This was a team that a lot of people thought could win the title.
Yeah, and that tells you just how impressive this sweep is. A dominant showing for a team on an absolute mission.
I get to play Houston. It's a 2021 rematch.
Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. Fouled off down the right side.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it, and I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
With the go-ahead run at the plate here in Game 1 of the World Series.
0-2 is the count.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Valdez back to work. This one smacked out to left center. Dives. Oh. What a play.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it. Maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And the postseason success continues for him.
Wastes no time there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Makes the catch for the out. So here's Murphy now. He's 0 for 1. On the ground to the left. To second, Altuve. Third out, and that ends. Back at Truist Park, top of inning number 7. A new arm into the game, the righty, Joe Jimenez.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
1-1.
Jimenez ready to fire now. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a miss, struck him out. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Into the outfield, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel.
Steps in the bag for one. To second, pulls him off the bag. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. And that is out of play.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
In plenty of time to first, and that is that. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. That one the other way. McCormick makes the grab, one down. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Nick Allen. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Lifted in the air, right field. They got it for out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. And that one hammered. Alvarez sprinting after it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Kicks and fires. And that one popped in the air, left field. And the inning is over. Back here in Atlanta, we're at the top of the 8th. And here's the... Here comes a new arm for the Braves. Pierce Johnson.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Just missed. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Johnson fires. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it. Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Oh, boy.
One down, base is empty. Swings and misses coming out of the bullpen throwing beatings. Isaac Paredes will hit next. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Braves win, or did they blow it? Hey, they won, finally. Finally won a road game. That's the first road win on the year.
Hauls it in for the out. Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit. In the air, right side. McCormick on the run. Puts it away for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Now in for the Braves, Matt Olson. 0 for 3 in this one. This one popped up. Altuve. That is the inning. And the Braves. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Johnson. And here's the closer to try and finish off game 1. Raisel Iglesias.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Right side. Albies over to first in time. Now one gone in the ninth. He's 2 outs away. Next to hit, Jeremy Pena. And that's in for a strike. Iglesias, a former All-Star, 35 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Strike 2.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Swing and a miss. Iglesias picks up the strikeout. Swing and a ground ball. Sneaks through. Base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Altuve, a guy who loves the first pitch. That time taking. And it's 0-1. Strike on the inside corner. And it's 0-2. Iglesias, 1 strike away from securing game 1. Got him! And that's the ball game. So the Atlanta Braves take game 1 as they get their World Series off to a great start.
Yeah, from their performance today, it'd be easy to see him keep this thing going. And this is just a determined team, Boog. I like what I saw from them.
And across the diamond, it's time to regroup. Being down 1-0 isn't the end of the world, but game 2 takes on a lot of extra meaning for them.
All right, I'm going to call it here for today because I am tired. It's been a long day. But I will be back tomorrow, probably streaming something. I don't know. I'll catch you guys then.